With the ball head at the top, pull each leg down past the leg lock and push the tab all the way in. Once you've done this, gently pull the leg back up until you feel it lock into place. Repeat these steps for the remaining legs and you should eventually end up with it looking like this. Looking from the leg up, turn the lock located at the end of each leg anti-clockwise to release the inner tube. Pull it out to where you need and lock it off by twisting the knob back in the opposite direction. Make sure you've pulled out each leg to the same length to ensure your tripod is stable. Using the same technique, you can also raise and lower the height of the center column for further adjustment. Now, let's get your camera secured there on top. Remove the quick release plate by turning this knob located on the side anti-clockwise until you can slide it out. Hold the plate in one hand and this little handle should pop down for you to easily grab with your thumb and forefinger. With your free hand, grab your camera and thread the screw into the appropriate hole on the base. With your phone mount, do the same, twisting the key until the plate is firmly secure at the bottom. Place the now mounted plate back on top of your tripod and lock it in by turning the knob in a clockwise direction. Remember, it never hurts to double check that it's on there tight. If you're shooting with your phone, unscrew the thread on top of the mount and slip your phone in landscape style. Be sure to have your camera lens sitting in the top corner and not the lower one. This will just make sure that when you frame up in the end, your eye line is in line with the camera lens. To make sure your shot is level, use the spirit level located on top, releasing the main tune and fine tuning knobs accordingly. Your focus here is to get the bubble over the indent directly inside the ring. Next up, we want to add your microphone and lights right on top there. Grab your triple cold shoe adapter and thread the screw into the base of the mount, twisting it until you can see the head of the screw just beginning to poke through in there. To lock it in, twist the upper ring clockwise until it locks in tight and you can no longer turn the two sections independently. Next, twist the bottom ring clockwise so that it creates a gap between the cold shoe plate and the ring. This small gap is what's going to allow you to slide it on top of your cold shoe mount on either your camera or phone. To secure your microphone, you'll want to twist the screw on the bottom clockwise to once again create that space. That'll allow you to then slip it right on top of your cold shoe adapter where you can then tighten it back up. Plugging your mic into your phone just won't work. That's why we've given you this TRS converter cable. The cable is clearly marked with a headphone symbol where your reader can plug in a pair of headphones and listen to you live, and a microphone symbol, which is where your mic is going to go into. Plug your mic into the cable and the cable into your phone's audio jack. Or for those of you with a lightning jack only, use your adapter that came with your phone and it'll work just the same. Remember to put in your 9-volt battery to turn on your mic. To set up your mic for optimal recording, make sure the high pass filter is switched to the on position and your booster is set to max. Always double check that your mic is on by looking for this green light. For any further questions, grab your manual that came with your mic and have a look through. Grab your LED setup and take out the universal cold shoe adapter. Looking from the bottom up, turn the black ring clockwise to create some space, like how you did with the mic. Once you slide it on, twist the black ring in the opposite direction until you feel it firmly lock in place. Next, grab your LED panel. You'll want to thread it on to this hole here below the logo. Looking from above, rotate it in a clockwise direction until it's secure. If your panel isn't facing the front, that's all good. Just loosen the socket carefully while supporting the panel with your free hand and move it to the desired position. For the best throw of light when you're doing your tapes, angle your LED slightly down. To power your LED, you can either use a portable power bank, a D-tab on bigger cameras, or a commonly found Sony style NPF battery. Line up these pins with the ones located on the back of your LED panel. Slide it on until you hear it click. Another way to power the LED is with the power bank. Start by using the ball head protection bag that comes with the tripod and sling one end around the top of it. Add all the rest of your components on top of the tripod as shown before and simply place the power bank into the bag. Grab the cable that comes inside the Aputure bag and insert the USB-C port into the light. With the other end of the cable, plug it into the power bank and make sure to turn your power bank on. So that you don't go hurting your eyes, take out your filter pack and grab the clearer, more opaque looking one. Slipping it on the front, one side at a time, and you should be all good to go. On the side of your panel, flick the switch to the on position and you should see the back light up like so. The bottom light indicates your battery level, the one above that is your brightness, and the one above that is your color or your temperature. Push the button on the side to toggle between both the color and the brightness. To give a warmer glow out front, make sure the temperature is around 32 Kelvin. If you're after a daylight glow, similar to the color of your softbox, send it right up to 56K. And lastly, for that blue tinge, roll the dial all the way up to 95K. That said, for the purposes of filming your self-tapes, you probably don't want to be going any higher than 65 Kelvin or daylight color. For any further questions about your LED, take a look at the manual that's tucked inside the carry case there and it'll help you clear things up a little. To set up your softbox kit, take out the stand and loosen the legs by twisting the lock anti-clockwise until you can pull the legs out, opening them up until they're either flush with the ground or slightly above. When you've got it where you need, lock it in by retightening the screw. To extend the height of your stand, flick the black lever out and pull the center column upwards until you get to the height that you need. When you've reached that desired height, lock it back in and do the same with the others. Quick tip, only extend the stand to the height that you need once the softbox is securely mounted on top, which I'm going to show you in the next step. Next, you'll want to grab your softbox. Open it up by placing one hand on the back and the other inside. Firmly press down on the black ring until it clicks down. It'll feel like it might break, but it's got a lot of give. You'll know it's open and secure when it stays open by itself. Next, grab your globe and twist it into place in a clockwise direction until it locks in. Note, this is our old globe which we've updated to a safer and brighter LED bulb so it now works in over 160 different countries. Next, take out your fabric diffuser and place it over the front, starting from the top corners and working your way down, closing it off and sealing it shut by using the Velcro tabs located on all the sides of the softbox so that your light stays even and in. To put your softbox on top, unscrew this lower lock to allow space for it to slip onto the stand. Once you've cleared it out of the way, you can have the option to put it on vertically or horizontally. When you've chosen your desired position, you can retighten the screw and secure it on there nicely. By loosening the higher screw, you can easily adjust the beam angle to make sure that it hits you just right. For your tapes, similar to the LED, you're going to want to angle it down slightly, tipping it over just a few degrees to keep any potential shadows low and out of frame. Last but not least, plug your softbox into a power point and turn it on. Lastly, take out your blue screen and tape and pull the screen out of its bag. To make your job just a little easier, grab a mate who's helping you film and open it up, ready to stick and hang against the wall of your choice. To get your screen hanging flush against the wall, begin by tearing off 8 to 10 pieces of tape, making each piece roughly the length of your hand. Work your way across from either of the top corners, it doesn't really matter which one, as long as you're stretching the fabric just a little bit as you go. This will make sure that your blue screen is looking schmick once you start filming those tapes. Your final setup should look something like this.